Alright, so we're gonna make another deck. I said we were going to make a NATO version of the tank deck. And I was looking through the different ones, and I'm pretty sure the Commonwealth has the most tanks. NATO. NATO, pretty much. Commonwealth. It was either them, or I think, Eurocorps has the most. But we're gonna go with the Commonwealth, because that's what I said. Armored. Tanks, and no bonus. Alright, tanks. Tank deck. Well, we'll get a... No, not a Chinook. A British fob. 160 points for you. We're actually just gonna go with the Sultan. Because it's simple. And we're gonna get these Australian man caddies. Because they hold so much. They hold a lot. You can take a lot of them. And... that seems good. Infantry. Rifleman. Canadian Rifleman. Canadian Rifle E5. That's sort of tank-like. FE510 Warrior. We'll get them in the Warrior. We'll get them in 2 Hardened. Thank you. Not 3. Fire Support. Emra. I think we're going to take the Emras. And then... you? No. I'll take... we're actually going to take one thing of a Canadian Rifleman. Support. Alright. I'm gonna need AA. Let's see, what do we got for AA? Gonna get these simpler tracked rapiers. 2 of them, and then we're gonna get 2 of these better tracked rapiers. And we're gonna choose 1 artillery. No air defense. Gonna take the M110. Actually, no, we're gonna take 1 of those, and we're gonna take 2 of you. So we have plenty of heavy fire support. Tanks. Here's a good section. And I'm pretty sure these guys have the most because Britain has a lot of tanks. Or United Kingdom. You know, they got the Chieftains, the Scorpion, and the Chieftains and the Challengers. Canada uses the Centurions and Leopards. And Australia uses the Leopards and some lighter tanks. Even though now they use the Abrams. Just export model the Abrams with a different engine, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so what should we take? We got a lot to choose from. Oh. I kind of want to take this M41A1. Should we take the Scorpion 90? I like the M41. Take 2 of them in Veteran. I'm going to take the Centurion Mark 5 AT Elite to improve that missile performance because they have anti-tank missiles on them. Take 1 thing of the Leopard C2 Maxis Elite because your prototypes can only take them. Take a Chieftain. 2 things of Chieftain Mark 10 Elite, and then we're gonna take Challenger Mark 1A, 2 things of Challenger Mark 1A3s. Because Challenger 1s are basically almost just as good as a Challenger 2, and the Challenger 2 is I mean, you can see the era blocks right there. On top of its Chobham armor. Challenger 2 uses Dorchester armor, which is an upgraded Chobham. Here, back to this. Here's a Challenger. I'd rather put them like this. There we go. Let's see, range, same on the gun. Accuracy is only a little bit less. Stabilizers, a little bit better. AP power's basically the same. HE power, basically the same. Tiny bit rate of fire difference. Strength 10. I'm not going over the machine gun, it's exactly the same. It's the L37. Strength 10. Size big, medium. This one goes 10%, 10 kilometers faster. Road speed 110. Stealth poor. About the same fuel consumption. 1991, 1995 armored. Yeah, basically the same thing. Except this one has 3 less armor, which not that much of a difference. And you can take more of them, so I think this one's way more worth it. Alright, recon. What do we got? Yeah, what? We're gonna take a Norforce and a this one. This M113 3050. No green jackets. Don't want them. We're gonna take a exceptional view range helicopter, and we'll take some scimitars, 2 of them. Do we need a cannon? No, that should be good. Vehicles, more tanks. We're gonna take the Centurion AVRE, 2 things of them. The FA-102 Striker, 2 of them. And do we need the... No, Chimera. This was never actually built. This is a paper tank. And the Chimera, because why not? It's got very good frontal armor, very good gun. You know, why not? Helicopter, do we need a helicopter? Yeah. That's weird. They put this one over here. Let's see, so it's between this one and this one. They're both the same thing. Is this Australia marks or Canada marks? That's just for anti-tank. Take the Bush Ranger, why not? 1 thing of them. Because it sounds cooler than just CH-118 gunship. Or does it? Gunship sounds really cool. I don't have any room for you, and now we can take more tanks. Tank destroyer and cavalry tank. Vickers Mark 11's basically a tank. 2 of them. Scorpion. And since these are for assaulting a beach, basically, let's get some light infantry. Why not? Gurkhas. Gurkhas. A veteran. Alright, now to go back through everything. Alright, so you got your fob, you got your Sultan. I decided not to take a tank one because besides the Chieftain, I don't think any of them are worth it, and the Chieftain's as a command tank's too slow in my opinion, because it only goes at 45, even though it does have very good frontal armor. And you can put the Sultan almost anywhere. It's not amphibious though, so the M57 or M577A1 and the M557 might be a better choice, but Sultan has a gun to defend itself. These do not. It's not a very good gun, but, you know. Then the Man Caddies are the best, I think, cargo truck in the game because of their... I like them more than the Hemet in the US side because I think these are faster, and I think they're less points, and you get more of them. Which... This and this carry the same thing. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, now for infantry, we got your Fusiliers. I went with them because their vehicle is very good. It's the FP510 Warrior Milan. It has very good armor for a transport, a very good cannon, and it has Milan anti-tank missiles with 24 AP power, which can kill basically any Red Fort tank. Then we got the MRAW fire support with their Carl Gustav rifle, recoilless rifle, very good. And then if I need some more infantry, you bring in your Canadian Rifleman 85, because it's not as good as the Warrior. This TH-495 is not bad. I mean, it lacks anti-tank missiles, but then the gun's alright. Support. Alright, I don't have any gun AA because rapiers are cheap, and they're good versus helicopters, which that's the main purpose of gun AA, I feel. And low-flying aircraft that happen to be in a turn, but you have enough tracked rapiers, regular tracked rapiers these are not radar guided, so they won't be hit by radar missiles compared to these ones, which are. See, these are SACLOS, and these are radar. Then for artillery, we have the M110A2s, big 203mm howitzer. My opinion, one of the best artillery in the game, because you can take 2 cards of them. 10 HE power gives them enormous damage versus infantry, and you happen to hit a tank, it's gonna do lots of damage. And you can you can counter battery with them too, because if you happen to hit an enemy artillery, it's gonna one-shot it. And here, I'll explain how to use your tanks. You're gonna use your M41 as a light support to your infantry. You know, if you need something that's bigger than the Warrior to take something out, but you don't want to bring in a larger tank, just bring in the M41. It's got 8 HAP power, which is 8 AP power. Dang, I can't say things today. It's alright. I mean, it's not great, but hold on a second. That 8 it's alright for taking out transports. As you see, our Warrior has, how much frontal armor on the Warrior? 6, so you can get through the front of a Warrior. Very good, it's got an okay rate of fire of 8. My opinion, for 76mm, it should be buffed to 12. But, not my game. Then we have the Centurion Mark V AT. These are a cheap solution for anti-tank missiles. Use these to defend. You can move them behind your main tanks. Then we have the Leopard C2 Maxus, that's a weird tank, because I don't know what really to do with it in the battlefield, because like in this deck, you have for 75 points, it's more than the Chieftain, but the Chieftain is much better because it has... But it can still be useful if you just need a tank, because Chieftain has 120mm and the Leopard has a 105mm. But they have similar stats. I really don't know what to do with the Leopard C2, because it's not really... It has very good frontal armor for 75 points because of the This armor it has on it is it's a ceramic style applique armor. 'Cause, you know, here, wait, where is it? Because here's basically a base leopard. As you can see, it's got a little bit more armor. And then the upgrade, you know, that looks very good. Yeah, it's very good armor to protect it, but I guess move it up with your other tanks. Now your chieftain, it can do some good fighting. It's got good, very, yeah. I guess if here to lead an attack, I would put your chieftains up there first with the leopard. If you don't need the challenger, I would put your chieftains first. Like move the chieftains in, get them to fire on stuff. Put some leopard C2s for some more fire support in there, and then if it's a really big tank battle, start bringing in the challenger ones. Bring in the some centurions, these centurions with missiles, just to get some missiles in there, along with the other vehicles in this deck. But these are your last three vehicles here are mainly made for slugging it out, because these ones all have fairly good armor, especially your Challenger ones. I mean, it's not Challenger 2 armor of 23 points, but this can still be killed by something. Yeah, it's 23 at the front, but you know, only 11 at the side, and top's only 4, so. So then we have your recon, Norforce, fairly good recon infantry. Just put them anywhere. Gazelle, AH1, exceptional view range, very nice. You have your Scimitar. These are scouts. You can probably just put these with your Norforce. Like, drop them off the M13, move the M13 back, because M2 Browning's not really good in this game. I mean, it's a great gun in real life, but you know, put these guys and move a Scimitar up with them. Your vehicles, you got your Centurion AVRE. Use this to blast out infantry. That's mainly what this is used for. It's a demolition howitzer. So move this on the outside of a town and start blasting away. Your FE-102 strikers are pretty interesting. They're going to be your main anti-tank missile. Yeah, it's got the swing fire missile with the four things on the back. You mainly use your Centurions when you don't want to put one of these up there, even though this is a very good vehicle. And then your Chimera, this is for defending a position. This is like where you need, like if you have a cliff that you can look off of. Yeah, since it doesn't have a turret, you don't want to, or in an open field this will also be good, but never use this in close fighting. Helicopter, your bushranger, again use this to support your infantry. Maybe bring it in, if the enemy has no AA in the tank battle, bring these in to get some strafing rocket runs real fast. We didn't go with any air. And then the Navy, your Vickers are your fire support. They're tank destroyer type vehicles. Move them around, flank the enemy tanks with 17 AP power. Can get through a lot of sides. Scorpion light tanks, you know, it's like the Scimitar. If you're assaulting a beach, because your Navy I feel is mainly for assaulting a beachhead. So you don't really have anything that has armor. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of one Scorpion. I'm gonna get rid of the Scorpions here, and actually put the Saladin in instead. Where is it? Hold on. There it is, Saladin. 20 trained. I mean, they're not tanks, but they're fairly good vehicles. And I feel that it's better because your Gurkhas are in a Saxon, you know, wield, so these can pretty much keep up with that Saxon. Almost. A little bit behind there. So yeah, that's our tank deck. Very good. A lot of tanks here. A lot of tanks for all situations, especially slugging it out in heavy tank battles. You know, just Commonwealth deck's a very good deck. Yeah, so that's everything. This is our tank deck, basically. Tank NATO, tank battle NATO. I mean, if you don't like anything, this is how I play. I mainly play 10v10s, so I set that up. This is mainly set up for 10v10s, and yeah, I think we're gonna end that there. I mean, if you don't like anything, yeah, tell me, would you get rid of the Centurions here? You probably would get rid of these, but I find light disposable tanks very useful in games. When you just need get a cannon up there, but you don't want to risk anything like worth a lot of points. Like, say you don't, like, here, I'll go with an example. Make this video a little longer. Like, say you need a cannon up there, but you didn't want to waste anything. If you move this up there, this, 3 of these is equal to 1 of these. So that you can get 3 times the cannon up there. So that even though it has a small 76, it's still going to be better than just having 190. See what I mean? Especially for what you're going to be doing with this, which is, light infantry support and basically defending versus transports. I mean, it can get penned by autocannons, but still a good vehicle. Yeah, we're gonna end that there.